Okay. Okay. Now observe what is the answer? Not the where. Again, I'm telling not the where. We need to give the variable name. We need to give the variable name. No, Nilima, don't confuse here. We should use a where. So let me show you the example for this one so that we can understand one by one how to work with the TypeScript program, sir. What is the file I need to create? TS file. What is the file I need to create? TS file. Now observe, I am creating a new file. Example, example 5.ts. Now I am asking, observe class. What is the answer? Class. What is the class name I am taking? Student. What is the class name I am taking? Student. Now for my project, every student I need to provide three containers. What are the three containers, sir? ID. Now tell me, ID. What is the data type I need to take, sir? What is the data type I need to take? Number. What is the data type I need to take? Number. What about the name, sir? What is the one? String. Very good. ID, number. What is the next one, sir? Name, string. And in the same way, what is the next one? Email. What is the next one? Email. Now, in this way, I can create the data. Guys, are you following now? Am I using the let or I am using the where? No, sir, we should not use that. So internally, your JavaScript creates what, sir? This container means a very big container. What, sir? Student. In this container, what are the small containers we are having? ID, name, email. So that it can store for each and every student. For each and every student, we are it will create what? Three memory location at one place. What are they, sir? ID, name, email. That is why in the class we should not use what, sir? Let. So now I am asking the question. Okay, sir, you prepare the structure. So what is the structure or what are the rules I am enforcing in this representation? Every student should contain what, sir? ID, name, email. Every student should contain what? ID, name, email. That is my structure or that is my requirement. So we have this one. So what are the next steps, sir? So data type is string. Yes, fine. A string represents what? Any character, whether it is alphabets, whether it is numeric values, or any other data type. Any other, I mean, so it is nothing but everything. Yes. So everything is ready. Everything is ready. Now the next set. Sir, okay, you prepare the structure. So this is the way. Next step. In the same way, I will show you how to represent the data. How to represent the class data. Sir, okay, you create the containers, you create the structure. How to access the structure? By creating the object. So very simple. To access class properties or methods, we need to create object. We need to create what's an object. Very simple, sir. Very simple. If you want to construct a building, if you want to construct a building, you go to the civil engineer, you go to the civil engineer and you will get the plan. You will get the plan. That plan represents what, sir? The structure you are going to build. The structure you are going to build. Now I am asking the question. By using that plan, can we construct only one building or multiple buildings also? Multiple, sir. Now tell me, which one is the real building? The one you constructed or the one it is on the plan? Which one is the real building, sir? The one you constructed or the one it is in the plan? The one we constructed. So right now, object represents what, sir? The constructed one, which is alive, which is alive, which is alive. Now I am asking the question. Now I am asking the question. Plan represents what, sir? Plan represents what? Structure, the future, the blueprint. Very good, sir. The word logical means it is not there, sir. It is not the real world, but we are designing. What is the one, sir? We are designing our data. We are designing our data. Okay, I am expecting from the student. These are the entries I am expecting. So we are designing the data in what's our class. But how to create a object, sir? Means what is the next step? Okay, you design the view, sir, but to represent the data we need to create what's an object. To represent the data we need to create the object. So how to create the object? Very simple, sir. There is no rocket science inside. Observe. Observe how to create a variable. Let variable name. What is the variable name I am taking? S equal to what is the one? New student. New student. So this is the way I can create the object. So very simple. For the syntactical view, observe. Creating the object, let variable name means our object variable object name, and what is the answer? New class name. New class name. So this is the way we are going to create the object. This is the way we are going to create the object. Now I am asking the question, what is encapsulation? What is encapsulation? It is a combination of what? What is encapsulation? It is a combination of what? Very good, guys. Very good. Now, how to represent the encapsulation? How to represent the encapsulation? By creating class. Very good, sir. By creating the class. Very simple. By creating a class. In the class, can we define a properties? Yes. Variables. What is the syntax, sir? Variable name colon data type. If you want to provide the value, yes, we can provide the value. As we can provide the value. So in this way, I can do that. In this way, I can do that. Now, everything is ready. Okay, sir. The plan is ready. But how to use this plan? By creating what, sir? How to use this plan? By creating what, sir? By creating the object. By creating the object. How to create object, sir? Very simple. New keyword. What is the one, sir? New keyword. So what is the syntax? Let variable name equal to new student. So we are providing the one. Sir, in memory, it's going to be look like this. In memory, it's going to be look like this. Let me show you that. Observe. What are the properties we are having? ID, name, and as well as what? Email. And what is the one we are having? S. What is the one? S. So this is what the internal representation. Now S represents the memory which is available in the RAM. Now I am asking how to access the ID, how to access the class properties, how to access the class properties. Observe how to access this object properties. What is the reference variable we are having, sir? S. What is the reference variable we are having, sir? S. So very simple, let me show you that, which is very easy. Observe, to access the properties, use variable name. First one, use dot notation. Use what notation, sir? Dot notation. So what is the one? Variable name dot property name. Variable name dot what's the property name. So in this way you can access the variable. Now observe, very simple, I am writing console dot. So let me have s dot id equal to 100. S dot id equal to 100. S dot name equal to, what is the one I am writing? Sacha. What is the one, sir? Sacha. So observe, in the same way I am going to configure next step. S dot email equal to what, sir? Very simple, as Sacha tech@gmail.com. So this is what value accessing as well as what value assignment also. So right now I am assigning the value. What is the value I am assigning? 100. So how to access this one? Very simple, console.log s.id, console.log s.id. So this is the first way. In TypeScript there is another way, most of you know this one, the dot notation, but there is another way. Observe, what is the one, sir? ID. What is the one? ID. So this is what we are going to do. So how many ways we can access the data, sir? Two ways. What is the first one? Using the dot notation like this. So for reference purpose, what is the one, sir? S dot id. What is the next one we are having? Use the array index notation. Use the array index notation. What is the syntax for this one? What is the syntax for this one? Variable name of, what is the one we are going to configure? Property name. Now which one is which one is which one is good, sir? Dot notation or array index notation? Which one is good? Guys, again I am telling, don't fall for these kind of interview questions. Don't fall for these kind of interview questions. There is no good or bad, sir. Remember. And there is another popular interview question explains by Amirpet people. Which method is good? Get method or post method? Which method is more secure? Get method or post method? Which method is most secure? Some people in the means some of the Amirpet faculties or some of the interview tutorials means those usually say get method is less secure, post method is more secure. Post method is more secure. No, sir. Don't explain this answer to any in any interview. What you need to say, HTTP is less secure. HTTPS is more secure. HTTP is not secure at all. HTTPS is secure. You need to tell that. Even though you are using the post method by using, even though you are using the post method by using HTTP, it is not secure at all. So these kind of thing you need to explain in the interview. You need to give the precise point, understand and read and digest the information so that you can easily follow the things. So right now we can use the dot notation, we can use the array index notation also based on our requirement, based on our requirement. Suppose if you are sure IDs always exist, go for the dot notation. Suppose from the server sometimes ID will come, sometimes it doesn't come, at the time I will use the array index notation. So if you are sure always it is available, that property is always available, at the time I will go for what, sir? Dot notation. If the property is optional, sir, it may come or it may not come, at the time I will go for array index notation. It won't give you the error. So there are good things are there as well as what's are bad, there are means which is usable, there are specific requirements for both of them. Don't say this one is good, this one is bad. There are specific requirements are there. So if you think always id is present, go for the dot notation when you are writing the code. Suppose sometimes id will come, sometimes don't, sir, at the time go for array index notation. Suppose let me say in your UI you are having graduation, post graduation. Mandatory column is graduation, mandatory column is graduation. At that time I will go for what, sir? Mandatory column is graduation. At the time how to access the graduation, which one is the preferable way? I want answer from everyone, guys. Don't sit idle. If you sit idle, you will never learn anything. I will go for what notation? Dot notation. Now what about the post graduation? Myself, I am a only graduate. My BTech degree, I have only BTech degree. I don't have any post graduation. So at the time, I don't feel the post graduation. At the time, what is the best way to handle that data? Array index notation. Array index notation. Now you are able to understand the difference between these two. The difference between these two. So in this way, you can easily work with what's it? Accessing the properties. Accessing the properties. Dot notation is good as well as what's it? Array index notation is also good. Now this is what we are having. Now observe, sir, how to compile TypeScript. How to compile TypeScript? What is the syntax I need to use, sir? What is the syntax I need to use? TSC. Very simple, guys. What is the command I am using? TSC. Observe, what is the file name I created just now? What is the file name? Example5.ts. Example5.ts. Now it is executed. Now what is the next step, sir? Node example5.js. Node example5.js. Now tell me, you are able to access the value by using both of the things or not? S.id, S of id. Now observe. I am initializing the values here. I am initializing the values here. Now I want to write the next property. What is the one, sir? Name. And here also what is the one I want to provide? Name. Now observe, refresh. Sorry. Now observe what is we are getting, sir? What we are getting? Undefined. What we are getting? Undefined. Now tell me, we are providing value for only what property? ID property. But when you access other properties, what will happen? The value is not present. The value is not present. Now tell me what we are getting. We are having what we are getting here, sir? Undefined. So my requirement is when we are creating a object, I want to provide some values for all the properties. My requirement is what, sir? When we are providing, when we are creating an object for my class, I want to provide values for the properties. At that time, I will go for I will go for what is the one, sir? You already know. Some of you already know. What is the one is we need to go for? Object initializer. The name for that one is Chendu is what? Constructor. In the programming languages, we call it as what's a constructor. So very simple word, sir. Constructor. What is the purpose of the constructor, sir? To initialize the object. To initialize the object. Very simple. To initialize the object. To initialize the object properties. To initialize the object properties, we use the constructors. What is the purpose of the constructor? Again, I'm asking to initialize the object properties. Now observe, very simple. I'm writing what's a constructor. Now tell me how many properties we are having, sir? Three properties. So your constructor also need to take three values. What are they? A, B, C. You can give any variable names, sir. Now observe what is the code. This dot ID equal to what, sir? This dot ID equal to A. This dot next one name equal to what, sir? B. And finally we are going to configure this dot email equal to C. So this is the way we are going to initialize. Now tell me, when we are creating the object, we need to pass three values. Observe what are they? 1 comma s1 comma what is the one, sir? S1 @gmail.com. Now I am able to initialize this one. Now tell me, when we are creating the object, your language internally calls what's a constructor, and what is the A value, sir? 1. What is the B value, sir? S1. What is the C value, sir? S1 @gmail.com. These values are assigned to what's a ID, name, email. So in this way, I can have the one. So let me show you that. See, sir, you are able to access what? You are able to, you initialize what's not only the ID, you also initialize what's the properties also. So observe, I'm going little bit deep. S1, 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 S1. As we discussed, this plan I can use for multiple objects. This is my design. I can use for multiple objects. Let me show you that. Now I am asking, what is the variable name I am taking? S2. What is the variable name? S2. Observe, I want to represent another data set. S2. S2. So here what's sir? S2.id, S2.id. Instead of ID, let us go with the name. It is more appropriate and it is easy to show. Yes. Now there is a change. What is the steps I need to follow? Compile first. Once I compile, what is the next step I need to do? Execute. How to execute, sir? What is the command? Node filename.js. What is the command, sir? Node filename.js. Now you can access the different object set or not. Now tell me, what is a class, sir? Now I will ask you one precise point. Class represents the data, represents the structure. Class represents the data, represents the structure. A building plan represents what, sir? Structure. Okay, this is a visualization. Okay, I want to construct this building and it should be look like this. So this is the plan we are going to create here, sir. In this one, I want to prepare a student data structure. Student structure, what is this one? We want to have ID, name, email. Okay, the plan is ready. What is the next step, sir? Construct that. What is the next one, sir? Construct. So for this one, we are using what is the keyword? New. Okay, sir. When I'm constructing, I want some predefined values. I want to provide the values all furnished. So right now, observe what is the one I'm providing? ID, name, email. So how many parameters I need, how many values I need to provide, sir? 3 values. So to provide the values or to initialize the object properties, we use what, sir? Constructor. To initialize the object properties, we use the constructor. So this is what it is doing. Okay, sir. Plan is ready. How to use this one? The next steps. So I am asking everyone to. So guys, how many of you didn't install TypeScript yet? How many of you means didn't install TypeScript yet? How many of you installed? I guess most of you installed, right? Yes. Now I am asking the question. Everyone, create this example and do the example. So I'm going to share you the notes as well as so those who didn't practice the old example, my suggestion is follow this one. Okay. Now observe, sir. Let us revisit this example once again. How to create a class. So this is the first class. That is why I'm explaining this again. Observe. What is the first step, sir? Class. What is the class name I'm taking, sir? Of your choice. Now I will tell you here. We should not do like this. Why? Because there is a convention or there is a standard. What is the one, sir? The class name should starts with what, sir? Capital letters. Sir, this is valid or invalid? This is valid or invalid? Valid, sir. But logically it is valid, sir. But programming wise, it is not a best practice. It is not a best practice. We should not do that. So it is valid, sir. It will execute or it will compile it. It will execute. But programming wise, language syntax wise, it is valid. But we should not do that. So what is the actual one, sir? Student. Actual one, sir. Student. As Bharat, we can do. As Bharat, we can do that. So what is the next step, sir? I created the class. What is the purpose of the class, sir? To represent data and logic as a single unit. Okay. What is the next step? I'm creating what is a variable, sir? ID. What is a name? What is a variable data type? Number. Likewise, I'm creating another one, name. So I provide the structure. So providing the structure as well as I need to provide an opportunity to initialize. So if I want to initialize the object or initialize the object properties, what is the one we need to write? What is the one we need to write? What is the one we need to write, guys? If you want to initialize the object properties, what is the one, sir? Constructor. Sir, how to write a constructor? In the Java world, the class name should be same as constructor. In the Java world, some of you are coming from the Java. At the time, it should be look like this, but it is not the TypeScript syntax. It is not the TypeScript syntax. What is the correct TypeScript syntax, sir? Unity is a constructor. The name itself what? Constructor. How many properties I want to? How many properties I have, sir? 2. So you can write A comma B. Now the first value I want the first value incoming value is ID. That is why what, sir? This dot means the current object ID equal to A. And in the same way, what is the one, sir? this dot name equal to B. This dot name equal to B. Sir, if there is a there is non-mandatory field. Very good question. So right now observe. Suppose email. All people are not providing the email at the time. What is the one, sir? You can skip that. You can skip that. It is of your choice. It is of your choice. Guys, everybody understand the question? Suppose I have a email. I have an email field which is not necessary to provide, which is not necessary to provide every time. It can be used afterwards. At the time I will go for what's the email at the time. So id and name fields will be, or id and name fields will be populated with the values, and email will be empty or undefined. Empty or undefined. So now observe, what is the next one? Let. How to create an object, sir? Variable name. What is the variable name I am taking? S equal to new. What is the keyword? New. What is the one, sir? Student. Now tell me, what are the properties I need to forward, sir? A comma B. A represents what value? ID value. B represents what value? Name value. Observe 100 comma my name RK. I provided the value, sir. Now I am asking how to access the ID of S. How to access the ID of S. What is the code, sir? S dot ID. What is the code, sir? S dot ID. We can use the dot, or we can use the array notation also. So what about the name, sir? S dot name. Now if I configure console dot log S dot ID, what it will print, sir? What it will print now? 100. Straightforward answer. What is one, sir? 100. Sir, it will print the 100. Now I'm asking one simple question. S dot name, what it will print, sir? RK. It will print what, sir? RK. Now I am asking the question, S dot email, what it will print now? Think and tell me the answer. Undefined. Why undefined, sir? Do you initialize? Do you initialize? No, if you don't initialize, what is the one it will provide? Undefined. It is not available. So that is what you need to know. So that is what you need to know. Now observe, sir, I initialized. Can I modify? Can I modify? Yes. We can update the value of object property. We can update the value of object property. Very simple, sir. Very easy. Observe. S dot id equal to, what is the one I am writing? 200. Now I am asking the question. On the 13th line, id what it will print, sir? 100. ID what it will print, sir? 100. On the 17th line, 200. Why? Because I don't want to go with the old value. I want to initialize a new value. At the time, you can do like this also. You can do like this also. Don't think that this one only possible with dot. You can also use what's sir? Array index notation also. Sometimes in the Angular we use this one. That is why I'm telling both. So this is the way we are going to do that. So initially, what is the value, sir? ID equal to 100, but I am modifying towards sir 200. So now I am asking the question, what is the class, sir? It is a collection of, it is a combination of data and logic. How to initialize the data, sir? By using the constructor. By using the constructor. When the constructor will be called, sir? At the time of object creation. When the constructor is called, sir? At the time of object creation. So this is what programming. So guys, my suggestion is every one of you practice this class, practice these examples, practice these examples. Let me, some of you don't know about another one. We can delete the property also from the object. from the object. So this is another interview question. Very simple. Observe. Delete. What is the one? S dot name. What is the one we are writing? S dot name. So observe. I am writing the entire object. It automatically deletes the name. So let me run this one. Now observe here, sir. What is the first ID value? 100. After updating, what is the ID value? 200. Now tell me, before deleting, what is the student data contains? ID comma name, because email is not initialized. Because email is not initialized. Now tell me, after removing the name, what is the student contains, sir? Only ID. So in the TypeScript or in the JavaScript, we can delete what's a property also. We can delete the property also. So in the interviews, sometimes in the interviews, they will ask you this question. For this one, you can write delete keyword. So this is about today's class, and tomorrow we can discuss about other topics. But again, I am telling, practice is the key for your success. Practice is the key for your success. Without practice, you cannot learn. So my suggestion is today create a TypeScript program and execute the same and let me know. Okay, tomorrow we can meet at the same time, guys. But again, I am asking, please practice. Okay, I'm stopping the class. Thank you.